areas, and some people were affected deeply. I think it was just a short notice that was given before we encounter another heavy downpour, and then oh my Ghana, it has distracted a lot of commuters, those who are going to work, those who are going to do their businesses. It is easy in Ghana because especially where there are rain-prone areas, and so now it keeps submerging the areas, and as people will be affected, the movement of the people is very dire situation at Omukum. The people cannot have good access because of the area. Omwani in Sona Tonitoshe, maybe to say Kaneshi Kaswa First Light, ne Kaneshi First Light, the Kaswa Sakaman, Jolu, Circle Adabraka, Alajo, Circle there, it has become a prone area in Sotoa. That is where we used to encounter a series of actions. Any obviously a torrentium I to yen, a genuine sem anopay and so on. And it is rain, cats and dogs. The rain is disturbing anopay for the commuters. And those people going to work, doing their businesses, going to school near Deginano. And I think there's going to be maybe some reliefs for the children. Because you can see some live footages, and it's quite disturbing footages that is coming all the way as we are viewing this morning on the social media platform. Those who are the bloggers have sending more damaging and more treacherous incidents in my Ghana. Internet, it is not going to be easy at all because of the rain that is deeply in sight, and so no emian who 2 year papa power Ghana. Young Queen in 9 to 8 million son of pay, none twice so till the infant was more. In the meantime, I brand here Majidade and the loved ones on the pay. Chichobia 9924 say, oh Jesus. So it's 35 minutes past 8 o'clock on pay. Entered inside story in a bedroom near 12 million son of pay.
If you had a money call your rain, David is saying in Yami, what can you bring with the Anasua? But do much I come from a young yes, but you was it then in your radiator to war? What can you be no Zakamio? And go see the bay, now be me, Madison. News, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, on Digital Online. My time for Jimmy Bagura to parade. Minto, and I'm a groom boy. Every hour coming home, in a memo for everybody. The more you never radio, David is saying in Yami.
Is 9924, one of the finest back in the days. May so rest in perfect peace. Lots more to come this morning. Hot Digital Online UK, and also on DAB Radio and Opay. And you're going to most of the various outlets and Opay now. The news now, bro, and Opay. And Opay can't get to see. of the mobile money network in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all rural banks in Ghana, airtime top up. I know your Unity Link Financial Services Limited, happy to be our proud sponsor and pay. We definitely want to acknowledge our proud sponsors this morning as we head in dawn. To 9924. Now, some major headlines and pay also bring us a cast back the issue over the weekend of the member of parliament, an independent member of parliament, Asante Achim North. Now, as name MP Ohene Kwame Frimpong, who was reportedly arrested over the weekend. Now, the issue, the FBI arrests Ghanaian MP in alleged 32 million financial crime investigation sources. Now, over the weekend, we heard say the investigations done in where he was arrested was completed. So there was a disclosure, say he could be extradited to US of A. In the sources within the Ghana Law Enforcement Agency has confirmed that the member of parliament was arrested by the FBI in Holland over the weekend. They made the preparation and also go through the checks with the issues on board. Like I said, they filed for an appeal. Na omo eyesenka abranti yenya bail mano. Bail no amma. Nti ehu yan se Netherlands authorities no say omai bibie wi nti omo de no be call America nti hono nsem na abededwa na okay Frimpong sensem yenim se nanka he will be granted bail for further inquiries and investigations to be conducted. But under normal circumstances, I think the security agencies know the in-depth and circumstantial evidence that is being purported to have alleged OK Frimpong, who they have also said he was involved in romance scam and some money laundering. That is under the criminal law. No, it is a high crime. And talking about it, he should face the full rigors of the law. Now, in fact, the U.S. authorities were looking for him. It was in connection where he traveled to Holland in about 2 months ago, where he was arrested at the airport. Immediately the plane landed, he was arrested at the airport. So we thought there could be some bail conditions. But under normal circumstances, we don't know why he was not granted bail. He should have been granted bail for further inquiries. But I believe that since his bail was seized for not giving that permission under his right, it means that the issuance of bail conditions, it is not the preponderance. It talks about whether they have the right to keep him in custody till all this while, or because there was a bail application that was made to the authorities in the Netherlands. So I believe that they have to go through the process. But maybe they have evidence. They have the probative value evidence. I just say, even when he's arrested, now the pursuant to the fact that he should be released or he should be granted bail, they are not going to do that because they have the probative value. Like I said, the relevance is solid. Until once they will get him, he will be in their custody, and it does not infringe his rights as a person who has been arrested to be given that a podium say yamano bail. Then that's not the issue. So I think that no any of the authorities ejinaso inti okay from point asem no yareho say all call holidays kakana so oba krum hakra na ite say nanko oba na atonchemi eto no it was sad say authorities ni ye bia say on betumi a rescue okay from point but anyeye inti he's still languishing at the custody. Now, you move on quickly. Now, into a bit in the say KLM flight under investigation for allegedly mistreating Accra-bound passengers. Now, the Civil Aviation Authority, GCAA, has announced the commencement of an investigation into an alleged mistreatment of passengers traveling on a KLM flight from Amsterdam to Accra. In a statement, the GCAA has said it has taken notice of videos circulating on social media showing stranded travelers expressing frustrations over their treatment. The incident involved KLM flight KLO 59, which was scheduled to arrive in Accra from Amsterdam on Saturday the 27th. The Ghana Civil Aviation Authority has noted with concern videos circulating on social media showing stranded passengers expressing dissatisfaction over the alleged treatment by KLM in Amsterdam in connection with the flight KLO 59. In a statement reads, as Ghana's aviation regulator, with safety, security, and consumer protection as our top priorities, the Civil Aviation Authority has commenced investigation into the circumstances surrounding the reported tarmac delay on the alleged mistreatment of some passengers. The authority engaged all relevant stakeholders and communicate the outcome of the investigations where appropriate. In accordance with established regulatory procedures, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority remains committed to ensuring the safety and security of passengers and maintaining high standard of service within the aviation sector. Now, the regulator emphasized that the probe forms part of its mandate to safeguard passenger welfare. It also further indicated that it will engage KLM and other relevant stakeholders as part of investigation process. The issue is that passengers are free Amsterdam, Eba, Accra, Ghana. Now, passengers were distasteful about the treatment meted out to them when they thought it was unwarranted situation. They made a report, and there was social media that is going or making a lot of circulation. Now, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, as the regulator, has uncovered the issue. Say they are probing the matter, why the passengers will have to go through such a bad treatment. In and so Anopay, so they've taken that one in charge. Now, lady arrested for posing as a ghost to allegedly steal from late friends. Now, and also an incident that occurred in Kumasi. Incident that unfolded in Kumasi where a woman identified as Gloria has been arrested for allegedly attempting to break into the room of the late friend, Faustina Osei-Bunsu. According to the report by Dunkwa TV, on 27th June 2026, Gloria was a close friend of the deceased who died in a gas explosion. About 2 weeks after Faustina's death, about 2 weeks after Faustina's death, Gloria was allegedly captured dressed like a ghost while trying to break into her late friend's room and steal some of her belongings. The report further indicated that when Gloria was arrested and questioned, she claimed that a pastor had instructed her to bring a piece of clothing belonging to the deceased for an undisclosed purpose. She was apprehended by residents and subsequently handed over to the police during interrogation. Gloria reportedly admitted that she had intended to take her late friend's clothes. Enti abaywa baako a friend Gloria wo Kumasi na damfo efiri mo se bunsu. The ofrimu through gas explosion. Like I said, gas explosion ne kum ne na damfo no. Na ordano no ho te se obi a oye saman. Ena o sneaky ne ho ewura oba ne demu, ba ne wefiri mu ne demu. Enti na ge se okofa ne nyama na so ko wewe ne bibio no se ye che no wage atum se sofo bi ena aka che no se ommo modi ankofa na danfo ne ntare bi ana ne nyama bi emra no mfanye bibi sonko ema no nti na ge se superstition en wage di nti sofo na dada na ya che abayo yi na ge se she posed as ghost say oye saman because say maami ne wu enti we wu die na ge se bi asaman na abafie ho nti just to make sure say ono kwa sanyama no ena manfo ne teboko no mo che no nti eno ho nsem anopei enso enche reko my God.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
In the meantime, in between time, enche beko enim na to egbede so nti it is heavily insuno ena aircon de papa oh my God nti nka to ye ba ne atoazo.
Ewiase we de ebinum wo ho a efutu ntimi homo enso hwe entimi homo asodin no 247 wa ho say yanom de enya adwuma biem ba me check akwa we kura sa afa no a
hello ochami
ojam ohun so wa na sa wodam
hey what boy me o e say me ho so some de unity link na me use intimate asem no why me nwanwa
na dua no wa nya mo
me boy you enso enye obia
Mr. Sabanis Kamania, opening wa ache Unity Link. Your office will UK, USA, Europe, Ghana, any baby. UK Financial Conduct Authority, and our license here. Any banks, any telcos are who do in a year. And Kobanda say, Ubasorianopa, na Unity Link and do hamo. Davy, so what is the car air called Ghana? That's the one for Unity Link anya. What the high risk for him? Uzikano, a bet me akpeme. Unity Link aya Ghana in India. 30 years ni no punch. The enimnariano. Yanso kania hwedeni manado. Media me say, Ebanis Kamania. Unity Link neko. Unity Link, simple, secure and fast.
Kwabna mi hu wacho na ukosha hini
asamu de mumpa kwentu eja UK ena mkodi na watwi mienu bio
entia ena wire fresh no
me company no omone Pinnacle Amofaba Education Services Limited ewo contract enti ye wo mu a omo ba be fa call me ekohia ade eni je sem ne se course bia opese okoye wo UK ana brotre be bia no omo de oba kontu 2 weeks omko kire niema bebre wanga Pinnacle bua won bebre no ebini bankers, digital marketing executives, students, public service professionals, media, oil and gas staff, businessmen, any KPA kahon. Course be a person or quabruchi koyen. I have for Pinnacle.
Hey, abrochire, minya bianca meko. Nanso ene connection man for ya na agi usika di. Ti ano kra ma misuro.
Enunti ena wasa one credible company bi te say Pinnacle Amofaba Education Services. Eye adwuma. Say uti UK na wa setena resident permit. Na opese otoa wo masua wonsem so. Wakobi de unkobi de omobeboa from foundation level, certificate, diploma, masters. Eni ne keka woni nyina omobeboa. Ye nuanom ye nurses ene doctors ne so ode wonko de bia. Opese okotoa audition so anase ho sohwe no okotwere wo UK a Pinnacle be yamo.
Na woka ni say sikasam so
sikasam ne kra de menua tumuda eda fom se boko. Ukodi be na wotwe anase na wotwe mienu a de obedi anopa ne awia baby a wo beda ni nyina Pinnacle afa hoka. Wodi ane o plane ticket pe na obetwa. Usua de awie nso a sando ko landing tour na eni je sem ne se every September yi kɔ nyina eno ane se Pinnacle se sankrofo ko to mu school so saa nti omo awie SS ene obi a okura diploma person ko to any degree so ni nyina no Pinnacle ebetimi de nakɔ
com numbers mam na me de me ho kura premi
Pinnacle numbers 079 471 52878 ebiom 079 471 52878. Wabo amrane say, let your education be your pinnacle.
To me, if I want to be
Introducing EDAS Shipping Services Limited, your premium partner in shipping solutions. Come to us for your excellent door-to-door air freight or sea freight to Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world at affordable rates.
From £3.65 per kilogram, you can get all your air freights to Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. And on your sea freights, from £40, you can get all your boxes to Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. From £75, you can get all your drums from UK to Caribbean, Kingston.
Our streamlined processes ensures that your cargo arrives safely and on time every time. At EDAS, we ship personal and commercial items, containers, cars, and parcels at affordable prices. We are also into airline ticketing and money transfers. We are located at 65 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, London, E79PB.
You can also call us on 0203 9760 697 or 079 4736 1067. Email us at edas.shipping@yahoo.com.
EDAS, the best in town.
AJN and Co Limited. Wow! Quality accounting and tax services, and now officially recognized as one of the top 200 UK accountants in the 2016 Sunday Times list. Hooray! Come, let's do business and even save you more money. AJN and Co Limited. We are chartered certified accountants and business advisors, one of the finest in the country, with quality professional services and excellent customer delivery. Our services include preparation of company and annual accounts, bookkeeping, self-assessment, payroll services, preparation of charity accounts, gift aid claim, tax planning, tax returns, business plans and advice, company registration, preparation of budgets, all kinds of mortgages and remortgaging. And now we are one-stop shop to arrange protection for general insurance, life cover, medical and health insurance, and income protection. We mean business. That is why we are now officially one of the top 200 accountants in the country. Papa Yamaya Bodinya Echese Yaduma Soeni, Entibra, Nenya o tax returns, and Waduma Husikasem Mina amount. Na Yababua Amonia mortgage, Naya insurance in Shishaya Efatawo, Wajuma, and Wabusuenina. So big companies, small businesses, charities, sole traders, self-employed, shops and restaurants. Please call Let's Do Business on 0163 447 0495. That's 0163 447 0495 or 0788 307 7742. Our address is AJN and Co Limited, Equitable House, 10 Woolwich New Road, London, SE18 6AB. Visit www.ajnandco.co.uk. Now officially a Sunday Times Top 200 accounting company.
The interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Reggie, you know.
online.
Is here again reminding us that there is a deficit in our constitutional arrangement which ought to be corrected. Not only Ajechum, indeed, the Emeritus Professor Fiajo Commission report said that the Ajechum case was not introducing anything new, but was actually advocating what was implied in the law. You cannot subject the removal of the Chief Justice to any lesser standard compared to any other member of the Supreme Court. But that's what we have done. It's politics.
But the article lays down the procedure, and that was what was followed.
I'm saying that what was followed, if you look at it, is lesser for a Chief Justice than how much it would have been if it was any other member of the Supreme Court.
So you mean the accusations that...
It's not the accusations, the process.
But the process, which were lesser?
Now, in the determination of the removal for a Chief Justice, 1463 and 4 says that the Chief Justice, any other member of the bench, it is for the Chief Justice
to determine
that the prima facie, with reasoned.
Yes, that's what happened in the Sophia Ekufo and the Charlotte Osei instance.
Exactly.
Yes.
And not only that, Justice Derry Nadis, who determined the prima facie in the case of the removal of Tokono.
Didn't the 146 prescribe that the president does that in consultation with the Council of State?
Have you seen it?
Have we seen what?
Have you seen the establishment of the prima facie against her? She herself hasn't seen it. You see, me in this matter, we can do all the politics we want with it. But at the heart of it, it's grievous injustice. Please, let me make my point.
But what was given to her to respond? So they gave her,
But is that what is called prima facie?
But that.
So no, please. Petitions were brought against her.
Yes.
The president was not even going to remember the sequence of it.
Yes.
The chronology is that she requested that you cannot establish prima facie without giving me a hearing. Then they gave it to her. She gave her responses. Were her responses considered? If her responses were considered, there would not have been anything called prima facie in this matter. But me, this is the point. My advice to her ladyship is that, with the greatest respect, she should take a case to the court that errs not. And that's the court from above. The withdrawal of the review, and my brother Long was talking about it. I'm talking the way I'm talking because I'm an interested party in one of the applications before the Supreme Court. And my team, we are considered, there may not be the need to pursue it further. Because minds are made up. A political decision has been made, and we are at it to endorse it with a judicial one. May not be, but you see, her application for review was on the dismissal of an application to amend by census and her own application for certain declarations that the Supreme Court dismissed, that she was seeking a review for. As it is now, and I've been to court, you see in the attitude of the bench, you can glean, you can see. I don't think it's going to be any different from what has been done. And I remember very well what Justice Atuguba once said in the first election petition, that the courts are hesitant in giving certain pronouncements, especially against the executive, when they sometimes concern, in quotes and unquote, national security issues. Kojo, power is transient. And when we talk about power as being transient, it's not just at the executive level. Even within the judiciary, the power of the state that is given to judges to preside over all of us in judgment has limitations. And this may just be one of them. Our problem in this country is that we don't love ourselves, we are not faithful to our own calling, and we are not principled when it comes to issues of politics and nation building. Otherwise, we shouldn't be here. And I want to say this. This is the second time in the history of our country that a Chief Justice has been removed by the President.
Okay.
This is the first time under this republic.
I think the first time was Dr.
Justice Siaku Kosa,
Under Dr.
1963, by Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
Yes. And it had its own repercussions on Nkrumah's period until his removal from office in 1966. Under this republic, this is the first time that a Chief Justice has been removed. But it is not the first time attempts had been made to remove Chief Justices on some excuses, consents, and so on and so forth. When Justice Siaku Kosa was removed, all his entitlements were given to him. Kojo, are you aware that as we speak now, what her ladyship was due before this case began, her removal, as her colleague judges, and Article 71 of his holders, all of them have been paid with the exception of her, as we speak now.
But if she was removed...
No, before her removal, what she was entitled to. We should, as a people, be careful how we are treating the woman. In my humble view, there's nothing that warranted her removal from office. And that's why my organization and myself took it up to challenge the process we knew and felt was going a bit problematic and not right. Okay. But we are also citizens and believers in the rule of law and the Constitution that my brother talked about. Whether it is right or wrong, that's what we have subscribed to. In the end, we should be faithful to our Constitution. But if at the same time we see that there are some challenges in the constitutional arrangement, for example, that should be cured, and I've highlighted a Adiechum case, I've highlighted the Constitutional Review Commission report, we should be fast about it and do it right. Last, the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General is not just the Attorney General's office. It is also the Ministry of Justice. Justice for every citizen of this republic. So in pursuing what the AG's office is pursuing, I want to ask them how concerned they are about the justice for Tokunu.
Okay. All right.
But as I've told her through your platform, if I were her, the best court I would take my case to is the court that errs not, the court from above, the God of justice and the God of truth. And in his own time and its own time, he will speak and speak.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's move on and talk about the
news, the interviews, and what have you. All packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Odds Digital Online.
On Wednesday, June 24, 2026, per sources with some knowledge on this particular matter. Now, the report indicated that she was, when she arrived earlier, she spent some time at the police hospital in Accra. But the sources could not tell exactly how many days. But the sources that is now being gathered, she was reported or she was taken to prison on Wednesday, 24th of June. Let me still start with you on this particular matter. Does this settle the issue?
Which issue is there to settle?
Whether she's in, because the issue was she's come, but we don't know whether she was in prison now. Now we know that she's there.
The government says that she's, or you've been told?
The sources, yeah.
No, you've been told?
Yes, we've been told that she's there.
We're supposed to believe our leaders and what they say. What we do to ourselves is ours. as far as I'm concerned, and I've made it on this platform before, I think on Newsfire, this Sedina matter is at a certain level. Apart from what is happening today, it should tell all of us, especially those in public office and with responsibility over state resources, that one must be very careful. When the issues come, you will stand alone. And perhaps some of the people who may be accomplices would never be mentioned. At the end of the day, some have raised the issue, and I side with them. It is not in my interest that Sedina should be in jail. That's not my interest. What happened to the amount of money involved? Where is it? And she's challenging the decision of the court, I'm told. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, she's how do you I forgot she's appealed again.
The decision, yes. Where would that take us? As far as I'm concerned, state money, state resources, how we treat and go about it. And let me just diatribe. The major issues that we are having in Accra, small rains, flooding. Do we construct roads in Accra here? Or we allocate money in the name of roads and do what we want with them? And this is not about any regime. I'm concerned that as a country, you cannot talk about a stretch of 50-kilometer road. That is good. 50 kilometers, straight up. Tell me one.
We used to have, good you reminded me, God, I don't have this video. We used to have one from Bogoso Junction to Daman.
Where is
constructed by Goldfields.
Where is it? Oh. Where is
sweet
it now?
road.
Where is
it's still sweet, but Galamseyers.
Illegal miners.
Illegal miners. Just like last Thursday, I was sent a video where part of the road is caving in because some people have mined underneath the road.
You see, I mean, and when I'm speaking about this Sedina matter with pain. When you see people fall, don't laugh. Learn. That's what Louis Farrakhan teaches us. I mean, I hear he lost his wife this week.
Farrakhan.
Yeah. You see, we must learn. This country, we appear not to be learning.
What kind of lessons must we take from this?
Look, public service is public service. And I don't know why people today, politician, I'm a rich man. Nobody who does politics and does politics well can become rich through that. Through politics, you say you have become rich.
But the person didn't say I'm rich because I'm a politician. Maybe he's a politician, but he's
Kojo, we see people who come into politics before their entry into politics, they were not rich people. Their entry into politics turned them into rich men and they want to front about. We hear them. It's all riches. But for government contracts and government connections. People who have made it through dint of hard work, sweat, brain work, sleepless nights. I'm trying to say that politics and money making are not, they don't sit together. That politicians who want to be politicians, public servants, and at the same time become rich men and women. That is part of our problem. And we have a society that everybody wants to be called a rich man. Pastors are doing it. And I'm asking them who say that prophet. And they should tell me one prophet of old who was a rich man or woman. Jesus Christ himself, was he a rich man? He was born in a manger. We should stop this obsession and fixation with money. Everything, money. Money. Priesthood. There too it is there. The last bastion where spirituality should prevail. Now it is money that is dictating. Hey, and it has become show. We should be careful the kind of nation we are building. I'm sad. Very soon will be Republic Day, July 1. Not only am I connected to it by birth, but that day if you read and understand what it means to ourselves as a people from 1960 to now, what can we say? I'm not saying that it's all disaster. Yes, but we could have been better than this. And we should. So the Sadina case, wherever she is, if our minister say that she's in prison custody, who are we to doubt? If you have any reason why to say that she's not there, that's another matter. But transparency is important. Okay. And in this transparency, it is not just about me where she will be at the end of the day. It's about the money. What are we doing about it?
Lectures are not paying. Now, if you say you need maybe ask to go. Say I die Benjamin is here, you are fighting now. Yen Timmy have 5 weeks or not to go. Yen Timmy for trouble, Kina Faso. And we see no man in our 6 room, yeah, can defoya. Or my dear, as you say, you mean the various levels of leadership. Only at the kind of Nayan Tianamo. But I must say, no, pay time. What dear father woman.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
I've seen my year of joy. This is my year of rejoicing. Aha, you do. Onyame ya bio. Nana nyame me so mama surrender. Aha, you do. Onyame ya bio. Nana nyame me so mama surrender. Aha, you do. Onyame ya bio. Nana nyame me so mama surrender.
Nanka, one year 3rd of July, judgment or the Bebano. Nanka.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
File address, Papa, Eddie. And no, and now, why you a year, a you cry motion, you got to court, Mattis and pay by 9 o'clock, no be move some motion, application, or be move some motion. Now, no more now, Friday, no more. The site is set. The Attorney General, how we the motion. And so I finally affidavit in motion. I know it was being deposed to by Nana Amma Prempe, principal state attendant. I was not so HH Muse. Sadie is a court to look in it. Emma, yes, I can say you to attempt what done as a tar. It's a beer, and Bremunu judiciary will be subjected to public ridicule. The son said in the law.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Waking you up to what's new, what's hot,
What's trending, the headlines, the updates, from sports to health, from current affairs to the conversations that matter. It's the Bet Breakfast Show, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Hot Digital Online. Now on DAB.
Because Toyota gives them a new warranty with every Toyota service.
Tune in to Hot Digital Online.
Now on DAB.
Now on DAB.
Now on DAB. Now on DAB.
Now on DAB in London.
Book your service at your local Toyota dealership.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Wa kra na eye kra na da sen na ene a nsuasa ato edu we
odogono sisi a
odogono
secondary school ni mo
what is saying
adita ahanye
edi enti na honye
iso na ato no kwan na si adita e ka de bi ko de bi but between 6 o'clock 2 hours I will be odogono from Anyaya night. Cat ni baby editor. Baby cat travel the Ubia down no one copa. Ubia no one copa.
Okay, Mate, yadase. Yasi motorway no so. Aye ne de. Motorway no so aye ne de. Enti so free tema e na wo ba Accra e na only option any motorway no a mesremo jai member but mo ka about tune in other online but your network natiko enti yenim pa say munya problems mo amutie online yenim say munya problems but technicians no ho adwuma na yebetimi atie free ho enti pacho munya ho abotre kakra bi yenim say ano odin but iguso ho adwuma why munya ho abotre na ebefa hello
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, Miss Bessie Kapua Kapraba Zangali. Pacho, that area was now flood. I'm going to if you can do also a more tempo, but think about my friend not to know what I am service not to go to Jam before.
Kaswa Buzangalin.
Pacho, Kaswa Kapraba Zangali. Your friend not to your prayer fire survey to join and so.
All right, that's fine. Pamcho, more any more complain about online yate. Most of more free any wa utie radio unim see on air and our free. Means me fat, Mr. More send you a voice note no so me pamcho. Sabre nyebra send the voice note MOB or T radio so. Or they send me video and a picture, that would be better. But voice note dear means Sabre. Mr. Moa any diem. And yet the bonus wa Mr. Mo more free any more send the voice note in any diem. You already use yen to mean pick and tea Montas yes am I. Hello 1 or 2. Okay. FK
Marching.
Bien be na saba.
Kaneshi dia nenye. Cars netin timaka kwan num. Kaneshi ho enye eti yesramo enkrofo cars no hia kokom eti connection so nye why connection nye mundum lights no connection in important ho so mayen yedase.
All right, so yedase papa eti said the American Reggie Manuel Gray Estate Limited monso monhwe na munsiesie eho no emfa emae mokokohwe ho a ebeboa asamfran link ho no mokohwe ho a eno so ebeboa na mohwe said ya mobetimi asiesie no amaye amemfa foforo. Hello.
Hello, Chana.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
But even though many copy mechanism sprinters, they call them on time.
Oh, sprinters, I call Nungwa. Okay.
Dancing more. Echo six sprinters. Who will Coca-Cola on it? The dear bloody.
Junction more Echo sprinters, Echo Himpa.
I did call sprinters Coca-Cola runabout all of them. The way I flooded in the day. Card after the card is the one. You go to
I see. All right. Mate, medase pa. Hello, mama say ibenya foforo ewo ahoma so a. Hello. Okay. All right. Afwe ge bia sanaba.
Kana shidie no. Mama enya. Kana shidie no nye. Enya kra. Eti na ya cultural crowd say stay safe. Cars no yiri. Wahu, okay. Cars enti ya online. Ya ba online say. Tomo ko Facebook ho de ombenya ye.
Is online aba?
Aye.
Okay. Aba de na mo send videos ni adire nyina. Dominic we fa number bra na mo send videos no so mama.
Enti cars na mu no aka nsuo num.
Okay.
Ena nipa ne bi gina kotia. Enti ne yesre se wonya mfrifie a. Yes, shen mo no be no nsia ne fe kɔ no nso. Enti se waso odin na so de obeba bra hweye mu. Omo ba no maka kwantimfi. Ebi gina media no ho. On na a post na wo media na ho na nkofo gina. Already media na barricade. It is a honey safe haven. E won suo yi mu a. E ho aye true ya. Enyema nye. Stay home.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go. Your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Attending a disclosure, which means so the obey the disclosures were served on them. After the service of the disclosure, Omo Echo and then preparation of the trial, and then witness really a best friend. And now witness really a best friend. The next day, witness really a best friend. All those matters happen. Then somewhere in March, Judge, at the end, prosecution said, Judge, you have read this number of witnesses. That judge okay. If you agree the number of witnesses now you're better, you're fair. Not judge, so that's fine. My judge, if say, accused. Prosecution said, you case, who will be now? Then the lawyers will be there and say, you know what, my lord? Section 173, 174, ever accused person in a criminal trial, an interesting writer, the friend of the opportunity to make a submission of no case. But what I say? Now, this opportunity to make a submission of no case, we want to exercise that right. The judge said, no, go ahead. Almost violate almost submission. Judge said, well, since they have made a submission of no case, I tell you, who is there also bear responding to the submission of no case? And the Ecobasa, I tell you, the answer violate the response. And I judge for a ruling on the submission of no case. That ruling was delivered. And in the wisdom of the judge, or say, at this juncture, I think that a prima facie case has been. But I also believe that the accused person has an opportunity to explain. In fact, okay, the textbook page ruling on the submission of no case now.
The Kaipa.
Judge, okay, judge, May 20. Investigation of your court. And that court statement, one can volunteer in our country.
What your branch is here, your friend of Henry Oak. Oh, in a woman of permission. Say on brown concession. Now, permission now, woman say on your friend of great clamation. But what you in a Henry Oak to buy an orchid. Oh, now man of opportunity say on brown concession. But not when you say that you obey a good group. Into no nanka, as you say, oh man, don't find your reclamation. But one man is because when you say, that you obey your good day, if you do on yourself, you now obey the idea at the neck. What that? So, this is a statement that one can offer below at your caution statement. One would say every thing we see accused person. Right? People will say police for no only within the Miranda rights at the accused person. Now, accused person now will say the suspect at that time or a suspect. Almost the suspect now, you have the right to remain silent, but that's what is happening. So it is called a caution statement. You are cautioned. It's in a caution statement, it is that, every producing the entire caution statement by Shaman Utmi in her ruling. Say, the one Kasana was doing through Akasa now. Accusation in an say. No one knew what to me say, Obama, Obibu, Rabata, confess the Noto, Abe reclamation without the authority of the Minerals Commission or anybody by law required to do without authorization. If it's to the extent that we're to more, what breaches the Minerals and Mining Act? Into you are not. That's the whole thing. And see, a pastor, number one, we should open the defense, not true. Sebi. The war rule in the accusation. On this prosecution in your against because a just reclamation and nothing more. When you find out about a good day, it's just to reclaim the place with coconut trees. And I just okay. This is what you are saying. It will be a you are not. I want to be first as you we will be here for your expert in mining. But you need for your expert in mining. Minerals and Mining Act, Waku, Wapi, it's only panel your friend or Gomashi. An expert.
I Gomashi, the mining expert, Emma and Okrano, Honorable and the appear could be beginner bonting, a broad in Central for Cassase, or Bayan, Wabaya, the Star witness, Nabaya, the expert witness, Wabaya, mining loss, what the woman cost.
So you believe in the strength of your witness and the case that will witness now at the island, at the back court. If you will not compare an expert, and you see, like I always say, in every trial, you have two sets of witnesses. An expert witness, an expert witness, or a witness of fact. In the case of Gomashi, not only a witness of fact, or an expert witness, and now then a buyer. You don't know to buy more there. Ghana, the mining laws need now. In our Attorney General prosecution, and to two coin a year the effect of process and nation. Now, would you say, also another witness? The former, the current MP for Tafra, the no original minister.
I'm not actually
excellent. For foul. no no so ebedi adanse anso wa no no ankasa chama na ankasa mountain witness board no no so ebedi na no it you movie na no no a lawyer at that point no you see and this is where it gets interesting. Court now can't say close your case. Say at the court can't say close your case at this point. Then an argument can be made to say he has been denied or the throne of justice has been closed to him. But in this specific case, the Ecobayan said, on one in a man court to say, you and Pempensua on one way or Baker on one after.
The council met ya say year. On one quarter man, a pine advance the photo draw assessor of Fred. Question who draw assess to Busa. Now, will you mean evidence? Now, fake cross examination in our course. And one was a year baby, and what bedroom a year. What friend does for a year, it will close in case to be answered.
I will give you an example. A man at the first case. That you know can't say, yeah, open the defense. Yeah, as lawyers for at the first, yeah, by a witness now at the bar court. One after the other, one after the other, one after the other, including Honorable Secretary. In the area, in a Japan, a starting a fair on also the witness, fair on the assemble anything, a man on also. But you see, before Japan can say, much of the people. Before the father can say, well, we were closing the case. You must say, the lawyer on the year on a no action panta on my pie. You know, save you or the family lawyer, you know, Copa, Mr. Tadu story at the buyer. Into Mr. Tadu story buyer or true. Of a memory, and they are steady the record. Lo and behold, or steady records no no can't do. Or some additional lawyers or witnesses or on your day on Fambra or two or on far or in fact he called them subpoenaed or far former CDS upon Pepra. Soldier 424 in an Austria or in a back court as witnesses. In the Oshaya case, no answer why. But that is at that time, that case no close yet. It's enough award the opportunity to bring as many witnesses as he can. And that's exactly what he did in that specific matter. But in this case, just now amount limit by way of public education, bruh, the Evidence Act, Emma Adadi to control proceedings before them. You see, a judge has the power to control proceedings before him.
I don't do baby. What make us a dear way, a modia bad dance way there. I won't let the court admit into evidence.
You see, as far as it's concerned, this particular piece of evidence is irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Therefore, shall not be admitted into evidence.
Admitted. Or that you know. In the ocean, in the specific case of Chama, there now, not the Akoba unanimous. I think, and with all respect to Millennium Friend and the Atiaku, Nanka, this strategy with Atatia should have happened before the closure of the account. Once
wey yɛnya bi as precedents in law sɛ ebi a yɛdi asɛm na wie mu file addresses no court bi ma kwan sɛ ɛnam sɛ new council lead council na abɛnti no ɛne ɛyɛ ma no the leave to study the record of proceedings sɛ de bɛyɛ obetumi ahwɛ mu. That is the prayer of honourable Atachia, your precedents in law.
One said, because my criminal defense now, I'm biased towards an accused. And that is what I'm saying. He says, Sana Muntu, Nanka Eyaka one witness, no. Inanka, Omo making this prayer. Ena, and the car so that they do the Yadia making a cost. Judge no catch a new lawyer back. New lawyer no buy lawyer needs to be careful. I've studied the record and I've studied the defense. I think estimate which now offer a better explanation. So I'm calling additional witnesses. The court at that time will be under a certain way to allow for the calling of additional witnesses. You see, and I've read the point now Attorney General Emeki said. You see, prosecution is also a public duty. If you are not careful, you will become endless prosecution. In this case where it is just due for judgment, and now what taking this and what it means in fact, and I say, we will never end any criminal trial in this country. No criminal trial will ever end.
Now, you read the affidavit in opposition. And also it's here we. Obi Beka say nani on na ye na ade and he's seeking the court to do this and that for the accused. Then the prosecution also what file affidavit in opposition. Wo de ne exhibit ahodo nyina wo de attach and now plan to usube move the same motion.
The truth of the matter is prosecution is two-way. Anything you find the Republic and the accused person. So the Republic has an interest in the outcome. The Republic is not just a party. In fact, the case is brought by the Republic.
Oh, okay.
That accused person. So the Republic has a state. Republic here of your friend is now court the case is brought by the Republic.
As our mining nana diaba.
Or mining nana diaba. Or my money not the case so the state has an interest in the outcome. So at that point, the state is just not in that court for fanciful reasons. The state is an active member of that trial. To that extent, I want to say criminal trial is a balancing act. You balance the interest of the accused and you balance the interest of the Republic. You don't want to kill the interest. One would say, Bible class a false balance is an abomination. And
yes.
A false balance is an abomination. And anything as a surrender of a person as to extend for 3 years, you say it is disease.
You say I did
because of balance. So the scale is supposed to be even. In this case, voluntarily, in our country, court said, I think, sir, I've made my case. I've made and I've raised reasonable doubt worthy of my Africa. That means the answer of the and yes, idea my curiosity is now. My mouth, I tell you, my mouth, 2 weeks, so I address. What I keep also 2 weeks. Let me put them more. So that is how the criminal justice system operates.
Okay. And yeah, what are my young friend cops said, and then no one move motion now. You be one of the court no so Ebeka and a court no so at the ABC. Now, my memory, yeah, mammy toko no so ECOWAS court no, almost wakasa. Now, the Omokasa ye be no say, a tray ye busy and tray ye as a lawyer no, is justice served.
Your background, I'm say, talk of answer me a buyer. Me make her say, Sebi, and ya dear on the marriage, make come once. You can say on the marriage, make come once. Now, I didn't hear me can't stand and me say, if you are a working, I was more interested in it. You see, I came at removing Chief Justice of the Republic. It didn't start today. Okay, the famous Saudi Adamasu case now. Oh, may I say, there are some elements within the city. How my some may here or side.
Yes.
Case eventually for court, and they were acquitted. The President of the Republic, according to the historical will, was not happy with the outcome of that case. What did he do? Also, Chief Justice at that time, I think it should be a focus. The Nyanjo. Into Ecobar and they say, yes, Peneto, Emma, Ghana man, Pinisia, and let there. Obey the judge because compared the judge night. In the year 1979, any other provision be editing my friend security of tenant. I say, a choir, you better more a judge of form of buying. Sir, the judge again is Juma. Now we need the Juma. Which means not so. And can't say anything who is a judge. But you will say, Judge, why you found 1 year and won't slow back? It is a judge, said you, I forget at a good year. And they are between 79, 92 constitutions now. I introduced this novel idea of removal from office on stated misbehavior, incompetence, or infirmity of mind. Said you, they are appointed to be on by High Court judge or Supreme Court judge. Bra, they were appointed at age 50. But I'm telling you, at age 50, it means that, or better now, on to say, in between that 17 years, so the Yari, young performing duties as a judge. Uberman has now Sana. In the Constitution, I can say, the Kobasi will be Yari to the point that won't be performing his duty. You bet me national. It is essentially 2 categories: stated misbehavior, infirmity, or incompetence. Bra, Oshe Ghana, ya bako year. There have been several attempts to remove Chief Justice. After Nkrumah succeeded, the next attempt was in the 1980s. Okay, to for an intelligence.
Yes, a famous case.
Dr. Makutufo. Now, but what the man will be said, this chief justice, that are the highest court of the land, the court of appeal. You need Supreme Court. If the chief justice of that court of appeal now, a chief justice. But prior to that, okay, appreciate ever Ghana. Now, after saying the law, but what is the law firm? Hello, brother.
But show me who meet you. I'm going to say to you.
Law firm, no fanfadia.
Law firm, bien.
Fanfadia.
I am a tiddy man. I want
and then I near friend of people doing friends now.
Okay.
The respected eminent jurist of Pupuado, Nanadu Papa.
Yes. And now, what him say? 1st September 1979. Obey ceremonial precedent. You know, it was 1st September 1979. Now, when him caption a daily graphic, actually, was it Kufuado is president? The Kaipa 79, a daily graphic.
Into Belfast, the Ecobai, and say, at that time now, Ofia Busiba, obey the law practice or Fanfandiam, or better someone who is not more style law firm. Those are not law firm next door. At the new team, I think we could be to believe a bank. And I also say, those were the law firms and they were in those days. Not lawyer for those. Now, I'm not yet to Nkrumah 56 months. Only a commissions of inquiry. Those commissions of inquiry, no brave family. Now, Apalu Edano as one of the High Court judges. In an key adverse findings against CPP4. Eventually, almost banned CPP as a political party. When we say, because CPP was banned, CPP4 no ever back through Liman. And almost back, we now have a new constitution. That constitution has created a new Supreme Court. Now, so the head of the Court of Appeal, now there is a new Supreme Court. Before they Chief Justice, I think the Oko Party, like we have it now. Winning the plan, the CPP people have now come back. So, Parliament, only you see on numbers in Parliament, so that the one who game plan, because cannot remove him as Chief Justice. But so what Parliament requires here, they can say, sir, we don't want to. Oh, Emma.
Waking you up to what's new, what's hot, what's trending, the headlines, the updates, from sports to health, from current affairs to the conversations that matter. It's the Best Breakfast Show, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Hot Digital Online. Now on DAB.
Sama mina bebe, minya breakfast sama mina bebe.
And activities in Ghana is slow because in Siono, Egusuto, if you look at the social media, na nipani be bloggers ni be issue, and I can say a terrible situation in Ghana. Baby now flooding over the report now, but say baby to say Wager Kaswa Road completely blocked. NI literally submerged. Fiesta Royale is flooded. Ghana Standard Authority to Shashi is blocked with one lane accessible. Atomic Runabout is flooded and blocked. Legon, Gimpa Bypass Road is also blocked around the New Law School building, and Alajo is also flooded. It's like I say, nye asem kitwa wo my Ghana ne anope titru ye the capital city, and ye atorenchem and anope about month be stacked. People cannot go to work. There are a lot of people who have been stuck at home, and they have been asked not to go to work because of the submerge of the rains. Ni nyama flooding near Kosu. Into a terrible no pay my Ghana. Yeah, 2 million so no pay till me acknowledge me proud sponsors. Then 2 million so. I pay Unity Link Financial Services Limited, and so Boichidom omo a major sponsor. The banner say with the Sikamania for platforms and so Harry na ye nanan rate no dance no. Unity Link Financial Services Limited, the banner mobile money to all major networks in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all RAB banks in Ghana, airtime top up Unity Link Financial Services Limited. And pay and so Boichidom. Menka also say PAE training, inspiring tomorrow's leaders, and comic associate at the Jumedian Sunko Eba. Na eno a Pinnacle Amufaba Education. The leading digital transformation with artificial intelligence. Na ebaso on the 10th to 14th of August. Our Hilton Hotel, London Croydon, 101 Wading Way, CR9 4HH, London Croydon, United Kingdom. It is a biana unyebi a banker, and a digital marketing executive, students, SME, and a small media enterprise owners, public service professionals, the media, any oil and gas staff, announce a businessman beer. Also partake the event. Pinnacle Amufaba Education on +44 794 715 2878 +44 794 715 2878. Accommodation, breakfast, workshop material, and London City tour. Nina Bebasunti Pinnacle Amufaba Education no pay as Bombonia get your enrollment now. Na September and so enrollment no baso in 2% degree na udweni ache Pinnacle Amufaba Education. Na wabwao AJN and Co Limited, the chartered accountant business advisors, specialists in preparation, annual account bookkeeping, self-assessment, especially for Uber driver. To a Uber driver. Na unyamren follow taxes. Bombonia get in touch with AJN and Co Limited. Na wow 0 70495 and 078830777 742, and we are AJN and Co Limited and pay and so boy chidom. Idas shipping for wabwa unyama no now the Ghana. Now when you say Idas for Edruho and the banoti through containers out they call we a container called my Ghana, and I also say personal effect now so the car be near call enyama bebre awaya se wode commercial product bi awode call Ghana no. Idas for Chakwan Ewo 65 Opti Lane Forest Gate Echo 7 9 Premier Bravo. Now we are door to door by shipping and air. Intebia now the BB air fa wim shen ako within the next 2 days no na bushafon sa kam. Wim shen no in the next 2 days na je say e ba ne poso nsem so a one we say within 3 weeks there na a draw my Ghana to rinchim ya mbadia na draw my Ghana nti eno ye Idas shipping na no pay enso eboichidom from 0203 9760697 0203 9760697 and 079 473 61067 tiano eye Idas shipping and no pay enso eboichidom. Fatherly Visa Travel and Tours About the passport one send some airline ticket. Yena Francis L. Finsbury Park, London, November 3 Echo Green. About so person renew passport. Open passport for floor. And I say open visa. For Francis L. 0207 6193843 and 0793965 6111. No fatherly visa travel and tours. One large and small room be Beckton. Na open dine one large room and a small room. For 079 563 903 80 079 563 903 80. You know, a one large or small room Beckton. And the person comes a step ahead foods. And Ghana Nuane Titu and now on my box on the camera. And to call most of the shops now, Ubenya step ahead foods in Diani be elho. Till. Now, wait to me at to be omo pano or dokono, fanti dokono in cran dokono ni na no my box on the camera. Banku any na step ahead foods. And we have banku be an on person be coffee. Na we intend to me how can share na say muku bi ni ade na anyu bi otwetwe guso ni say mau a very tasteful and delicious quality into bombodia say step ahead for suko Ghana omo uko Ghana shops amundu ani bebre na ho fre omo was 074 976 563 09 074 976 563 and our email admin@stepaheadfoods.uk. Menka was a Kukunyami and the great Davidson Good Brand. Nti omode kujentri any Fred Mewe and about on the 5th of September. A basso ewo Dominion Center 9 Broadway High Road. And the Kukunyami and then a pound for say we dear ye nano a anymore. Like as a kujentri. This time on the Fred Mewe Zoblazo fame and eba. And T and Shannon so Fred 077 288 76027 077 288 76027. Saturday, the 5th of September, MC's Dafos and Goku Sufrimpong and DJ TQ and Subebonium. I was saying, how to get online the newly attained DAB radio needs your help. Into how to get online support us. Na unsu kakra wonu betumi di aboa ewo ye DAB radio. Enti bank near Santa there and Hot Digital Online Limited nunso Dino a Hot Digital Online Limited account number near 763 64379 763 64379 short code is 090128 090128. Now as a contact numbers a 079 314 06630 now 079 318 79741 and no yen shannon so and so ho which means so at the mayania or buyer which me afro buyer and so now the amano E&J handyman about carpentry works, door fixing and hanging, fixing of kitchen wardrobes and wooden floors, and here E&J handyman on 07432402117 07432402117 and Rhapsody apartment about a short and long stay Aoko Ghana when you say near airport pickups. And the Rhapsody here and Kyle say our discounted package comes at a reduced rate and does not include electricity. The one Gazawa slot to electricity war North Legon Soa Peaceful Lane Ablo AJ numbers near +233 5538 30229 and I also say +44 744 5311265 +44 744 5311265. It's a new UK number. Rhapsody Properties at yahoo.com. More free Wi-Fi and DSTV. Na and also do Ghana airport pickups. Elho intente menche. Yente nyumina ema yen ko line chini ko. it's 11 sharp. You know about Obaya at the sports beba, and he at the sports session bebro, and I'll pay from 11 to 2.
So come from my property. Maybe your love is too much.
And the sports beba from 11 to 12. Bebro.
Baby, carry me go. And y'all do be a mommy want me.
Then check call line to in command of 079084433338. Starboy will share in life at pay and chop bar in town. Chop bar in town and pay your chicha and pay.
Baby, me life. Baby, someone in my life. Baby,
0790844333. And then the issue from Ghana is terrible because the rain in Ghana no pay amount for anti-asem. Then I can say every place is flooded. And the amount congestion at bankrupt papa I guess amount for no transport near dear who some so I do go no jinsu no man so bruno. And some be or mine Ghana no pay. Like I say I no pay the anti-asem de or Ghana. Like I say so no. Send you see ton a month for I hot papa and check we call line is 11 partner you me done baby na obaya the sports na bre.
Watch me be one area. Yes, my body when you want here. Send me out here near my near be no done mommy feel why. Honey Benny Masumabo. Me no care. Show me some more. Honey Benny Masumabo. Try me, it's my boy. If you have money, I go give you. If you my body, I go give you. From right here, for so many, so make a die in your share, you do tia. Baby, I don't need me life. Baby, someone in my life. Baby,
All right, young Connie, Nim Commando pay 9 to a son of pay all the guitar online UK and a DAB radio live 079084433338 now and to a son of pay. Hello.
Good morning, Valentine.
Fred, you want to pay?
You and Eddie, I say, me so me first be pay. Na me I'm forces here and Biasa. Na anopay Michel Mao ayiko ni ejuma yenu anoma wongo TikTok ne other social media networks si Facebook nomne ade mitieti obia na mintia ohinekase na se yie papa so for akwa David ejatufo Ghana otio otunti Africa na de brew.
Okay.
Yema boga ne kwa mepekam obremponi na na kwa mitems bi ndom and your brother Joe mitia wo yenu ma no ba ya na na abadeknet that ma ne ma mese wa mitia mu nyina. Valentine said ya uguso ken no Ghana akoye oman bia Ghana for enseda empeduane a yekone shopping na yisikura aduane wo fie. Enti obi wo ho a ne dia ne se wa kodidwa ene wa beye aduane ne yire ne mba edidi asa adeti a ye bese akọ ne akọ akoto ene ma befie obi a etisa no gari bi kura na se wato gari bottle bi asi ofie mandua baby a eba ne se no a na sebe unim baby a ekom de wa gari de obetumi di aye soakings anase ubetwima kone we na odi afra na wodidi na nkoba ne se o makademu ekomo edemo na ye wo ko ayi ye kan say government institutions National Commission for Civic Education sankrofo no won da so operate ana
but effective be
Ghana kra ye wo ye kan say emergency service line ya bia 999-911 ne ade yi a nkrofo say asemo to nkrofo wo efie a ye betumi afre asiki for help ana
no but don't say ya na mo say o de ebinum didi rough
na won ho keka ene akade ewo ho a se bia enipa bi ho akatwa mu a won betumi ade akọ won moa saa deɛ nyinaa ɛkɔ so no na yɛtena se asusu nneɛma a ɛte sɛ ne yɛadwe ne ho sɛ ɔmanfoɔ ho kɔ a wɔhiahia mu a sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛsi bɛboa wɔn na ɛnyɛ deɛ ɛdugyi tamakuro abɛgyina radio so anɔpɛ yi na ɔkeka history bi ɛkeka wei ne relevance ɛne sɛn valentine sɛ sɛ yɛwɔ ɔman a sɛbio hwɛ galamsey suban yi ɛna ɔmanfoɔ nso asisi adan wɔ nsuonsuo akwan mu enti yɛ rivers no yɛasɛe river beds ne nyinaa ne adeɛ a anka carry rivers no off away to the sea goaters ne adeɛ a kyɛ sɛ ɛtwe nsuo ɛde dwane nsuo nketenkete na ɛkɔ main river points no ne nyinaa yɛsisi adan ne filling stations ɛde ablɔko saa adeɛ yi nyinaa community bi yɛsisi adan a yɛntu gutters ɛno ane sɛ community no yɛsi dan traa wobɛtumi atravel bɛ acres na wohu gota koraa po yɛ nti nsuo tɔ sisi a gyaa na the whole area no aflade ɔho ɛyɛ asɛm a ɛkɔɔlofoɔ national kyɛ sɛ mpanyinifoɔ ɛtena se ne adwene ho ɛnyɛ saa radio yi a Kwame Nkrumah te kɛseɛ ɛte so na ɔno no wayɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛma nkurɔfoɔ ato mfuturo agu ewiem ɛde asɛe nipa adwene na nɔpɛ yi amanfoɔ bi ho aka atwa mu baabi na wote radio so no ɛdugyi tamakuro ɛkeka saa nsɛmhuro yi a mokeka yi a ne mfasoɔ ne sɛn ɛma yɛn
yɛda ase Fred baa nso deɛ no kwan mpɛ ka yɛntie
o ɔde mɛda ase na akwanya a wɔde ama me na memmɔ me nua Fred a ofiri sisisi aba so wanoham Fred menhyia communicators nyinaa yɛda nyame ase sɛ ɔde yɛ akɔ asade aba asomdwe mu anɔpa yi ɛm sɛ na ɔbobɔ so kakra yɛhyɛ ase firi kurom ha sei a yɛhu sɛ Andy Burnham ɛwɔ clear chance to be our next prime minister na wohwɛ the policy statement a ɛnɛ ɛna wobɛyisuu a ɛm sɛ yɛtie kakra a wopɛ sɛ ɔmuvu ɛyɛ number 10 from London to the north normally so ade ho no nyinaa ne sɛ tumi no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛkyikyɛ mu saa devolution no ɛne ne n'adwene nti in the less than 3 weeks time no he will be made prime minister as it is now no in fact he is the only person watch sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsɔfe bi ɛyɛ Starmer but then I'm saying, yeah, one pie man says so because the plans in London say Ubia Ama London are a very expensive place. You know, now you may say to me a move out or to check how animal Ubia local council of Nana Ubia to me to me to say a Bema Ubia to me develop London may the only place who do all the powers. But then I say, you're quite cool more Valentine. Oh, say. Mama, yen China personally, ye China, Momo, and the government, you know, Homino, and your papa, and Ochan Chopa. And I pray me and Co, you should listen to me careful. We come here to question him. The promises you made to Ghanaians, you know, how far have you gone since Omote mandate? What's the name? It's or chief. That would be Sian answer. You know, the data near Casa Ghana. You can't use Ghana as an experiment. I don't say Ghana for until I say. I'm afraid what we are asking him, what the flood a campaign, or predecessor who did not tell him, but he can't send the brain. Me and Co, you should listen to me very careful. Now, you always find your way to dodge the questions. Okay, you are not happy with our communication. But this morning, I'm putting your feet down. So what is your policy about flooding? Titropa in the capital. So here in Suez, social reports that is coming down through your sister station. What is our Abain or Hoya Day? And when we say that Burma is really existing together with the vice president, you are not doing anything. But in the policy power, what they solve a problem. flooded by Bian and the same. Oh, yeah, campaign, no catch there, a buyer or tissue says, or Nimia, or yet. There's a swear for Ghana for almost a year flooded. But not doing a damn teamwork, or they brought Ghana for and swear for a bit more nipple over there 14, and a few more as a result of flooding. And the mama to one of the extra mass, said you die.
Kwame, to Bunakasa. Who Kasakama, you have been talking. Why? What a Tubuna churches.
And you mentioned, say, oh, my you say, policy bank and our D to a cremu say, Yenya victims being. And so I'm sure that to talk a Gusuka, Yenya casualties. These are my better house, Onishi, my. And so catch and say previous administration no only be and tina yama wakanya ma onye de umra now by ya I just say ukra ye uche na e ho daba if you best
okay
and point number 2 na say make ko e say you best kana for ya so nsu aso ansa and no be into akwalafo abatwa ye to ye sunsun sanso ni yeyo na mo ye wakwanya bi 2008 they presented Dr. Baumia. So we should have a gene trim. And far better than what we see now. Go you catch them and say, Papa, we will miss at the mine. And putting up pants or buy, what tray and some I can't even say. Credit one in 70 teaching and 30, a who said be
that's about
quite Emma way they all buy.
So for whatever you until young corner and Aquamio.
Yo, Mr. Valentine, Mr. Papa. That's be share TD and to money Bikaya, Kaya for Chebuai.
Yo, that's
it. Yo, Micha, Quampecam, who is here, Quam, Homate, Chawapa, Nana Lutin, and Amisa, Macros, Mamma say, Lee, if we leave Chawapa, Fred is to be chow, Mr. 4 baby able to be a crack. A show of young shows to go by line. Mammy, a fierce upon, and I Mammy Elizabeth do, Brumpong, nice mind, show of Dickless none of me, and you could feel Francis, and they offer telling me a Chabina. No question in the power 2 years less a woman, and some year will he be and a hard guinea. Yabab Bugagiswa. 2 minutes here. And one would move ya. Any pan or banners or the 1 hour a betchia, and Chiano a body pool, depend on you want it here. A shower more a poem, a show. So, one about will be
a own show, no, so,
so, or some kind, no, so now, because then Chandros and Chandrosa. We Johnson, so I can't move you. Johnson, but you crowd to ground, I don't want and what to.
Okay.
It's a small. And a Tamagro. And a small baker, Mammy, Mammy, or they call West Africa, yeah, or the Cocoji. And say, at the Tamagro, say, Uncle John, Ghana, Benny Montes, somewhere now. And you go for coming from one person, says, when you put the 2 croma, and you say, no, about can horrible. I will yet tell you, that's yes, I will. So, when you have baby, Umami be, and it is a dear one. Can you day? Can you maybe I see will say, the idea when you're there, and find your new. The idea when you're the real new, not just like, we are different person, we are just no money. Ebo one Jonas Sawai. A baby or Cassa is sure better party. Yakobos when yet Noah Adaraka, a Buduas hand. Second of what Shambles football. And I said, party a very power. And as a question comes up, Penny, we are Ghana for being cheated to Papa. On the Ocean comes saying, I go put in Subeto. And then so I say, on yet a Ghana for you to any good so. Which I say, because a chain was in the new. On the in shock as a better, it shouldn't talk. You shouldn't, in fact, the whole Ghana. So, and no man said, yes, I wouldn't have and I can't afford the chiku.
The beach at all, you Kennedy, also Julie, you to form. Would you to form one? Would you to form say? Obia with this education by when you have many youth on your oversoul. Obia would and you microphone would a teacher's allowance a nice allowance you a youth eminent any catesia. And you to form John just something can some a wood a canon the youth everyone go for. You to force and on the Wufi, Ebesalize or Bejiska. Siska winning a just America. Now, official, or better work to party. To one about two party that watch it. I didn't a chance on the edge. Me Macos on bad night. The Pram visit a sort of a job upon the film. Me film was up with TV. Do visit MVP, Filmuna Cock, the jazz said, who disable who disable of also. It has been why.
All right, I'll come into you.
You man of a channel, Mission House.
Maybe I'm way about.
You, Mrs. Dobaya, Duchess of Manana, Mammy Dickness, and on my Kenya, I'm so I'm
okay.
And we are still Chef, Uncle Joe, Open Paul, and then your friend, Captain I don't pay me coming in question me person that is on my Ghana I will share so far now. He said anybody issue democracy and it's not mine. That is what I say. From manager party and almost share of mine so and just in some much. Now the way and buying what is all behavior, it means some people saying that the California and the Baba to Ghana.
Okay.
Now when you sooner a economy idea, Yana said the innocent ones are affect you. Because what I've realized is that because of my Ghana nature is fighting its own cause. More thing crime and a matter to excavator. Any idea na modia ku process and fan say yeah Japanese na nanu mija ina ikoko mutugu mutumi direct river the whole river nyamia go nim the location of the two before go direct what I'm watching kind of movies that also in a black natural one what things are going to happen so you enjoy sagalam say now you this thing is shaka say nature you this say on mine and Cancun, they will fill up like a river. Nature is fighting its cause because Nipa being you are all sorry, Gina, and yet, you're not normal person need to go. I can't find a near person to go now, nature will fight its cause. Sikana Modia Bay, Japadia won't try now. If they go to Sikana, Modia Bay, Japadia can shoot it, shut on in the ass. The most to mean trusting who said, in Nipa, there is a chap at the room, ye come take it. A generation by generation beyond any day or yet. And that generation has been so greedy. You know, there is so many greedy in this generation. Greed is selfishness. Sit down and ask yourself, travel to yourself when they got party every day. I know the coin.
My favorite uncle.
Oh, yeah, moving things say, yeah, the two will be no. If you don't want to be no muja, you be the shepherd to just say the what they want to buy.
Okay.
If you show that on the innocent ones are actually from a Japanese. And to cheer from California, so I am from a class of the Granas of Master Honina. What's the issue in the DR? I mean, they become politicians are who use democracy and they that for that no my so I know mine was when I'm on the minimum baby.
Okay.
Discipline. I'm almost a memo a memo a BCC and then Jamai Chima. And yes, I'm going to be an outfit in every no money now say, hold the day. If you show me the other person, I mention an innocent one, no you move free. No more wagon, one of the excavator who will go as we should keep on my Japanese national.
Nana Kwame Zudiano. Hello. Van. Yeah, going Francis NTO.
Van. I say, dead, say, unlawful dismissal, and justice token. When say, the Oma establish it, premier fasting, no. They never, allegation can only man so on answer. But before they sack the lady, they should have discovered the premier fasting. The premier fasting was not established. It was not established. And look, Ghana, yeah, boy and one bro. And Van, winning Ghana, your problem. Uswato free round than summa, Untiminpio. Ufra way back or Sophodazia. There is no way out. They can't even go out and buy bread. Hey, Croatian, the Croatian, Van Edno. And President then Walkano. Also, he ain't seen nothing yet. As America was saying, he ain't seen nothing yet. On say, Yanoni, you did quiet. Look, Van, say a woman, a woman, do. I mean, Bukong, conform to electricity, 5%.
I don't know, Muntia.
Because my unlawful connection, Untimin trade, Omuquia, but we have a boom, what I was Sabra, was so me over there. They can't go there. They can't go there.
No, but when the military have been deployed, now they are going out. More than number
Van, you won't cry. Make out your choco and Bukong. You can't go there. Oko fast. Let's say a woman. Cables, they don't pay for it. They are not. They don't pay for it. And I almost throw that. Those who are there to enforce the law can't go and get the money. They won't go.
Okay.
Look, Missy and quickly, Van, Microphone almost say, I don't know, Microphone Chacha. Yeah, really, I have a show. Even though me, I won't sentimentalist, I didn't mean me too much, but with a sign of respect. Yeah, Daniel Bush and to be no chair. You know, any personal way of appreciating when you're dumb or no more. Nobody should criticize them when they are creating because Sana, yeah, man, we trade, yeah, I can't for your chair. And now quickly, Nini, Nana, Van Obaka just a mission semi area of free one crime because in Cranibia, Oseshi, Bessie, Simpe.
No, Francis,
I want to know where Nini comes from. Because I'm digging out. I want to dig Nini out.
Oh, investigator.
Because me if you are crowd, me person.
And if you are crowd, Francis, if you are crowd, do what? Now say Dawson. If you are partly Accra, partly Nungo, partly way. It happens in our country.
Yeah,
so why do you want to know?
Nini is all your credit.
Na identity.
Catch them say in Cranibia Africa machine. On chair baby of free or Gamashi or woman Joshi. And you know, I want to know where Nini come from.
Naja, who's your offense?
I'm in offense.
Sana will be Sufi. Sana will be Sufi ha or some fiha. Into another can win here. Anna.
Debbie lady, or so you credit me, because me who the Oyama. Gamashi for
Erasi, Papa. Hey, I said me. Also for you.
Yeah, Valentine do they do.
Yes,
sir. My mecha na mecha for so na yini anu mo mu fie so yesre obo ade na nanu mo se won mo a mo ye innocent no omon bomo de anse o meje won kutwe nkra of course you share videos na nkra are victims but anya omo fault and we are also calling for responsible citizens mse kwame be dikan kai say galamse omo mutu galamse and all that Kwame Beckham so Kwame sooner I will say and then no moti ho hwe han ma say no one of you only when you actually well And also has some from. But your best say is political. We need political power, political action. Say, on between Edia resolve. We been a year you can't not see that pie kuboni dia MBP for certain year bunidi. Ekufuado promised there at the end of Nitena, Accra was going to be the cleanest city in Africa. And you. And she as a sanitation minister, no, what has been her achievement? The only scandal linked to her was, say, we found huge amount of foreign currencies and local currencies under her bed. And up to now, it's Diana OSP, Kisijabe, Khan. These are the serious people. She should make sure that they hold them to account. What has been her achievement? Because this flood in here, Queen, she was the responsible minister. It was her responsibility there, over making sure that Accra is safe for the residents. And that Mike, Ghana is going to lose because many workers are not going to go out there to work. Ghana, the nation is losing because of flooding. Valentine, you should say UK, meaning about UK there, but do they encounter this type of flooding?
Now, I know the natural flooding there, no, but. It's
a planning, city planning.
Planning.
We have the architects.
You are pushing blame on somebody. When this government came, they removed the sanitation ministry. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The sanitation ministry should work on things. If somebody has embezzled funds, that one.
So what was the achievement of the previous, the
the previous is gone. But I'm telling you, say,
so imagine.
And you know the situation. Say, who can go previous? Because I know also. You know the previous one can previous. Because I know transfer and a buyer or no one a person their bono. So what you say? And that one you cannot because these things a natural disaster. It's you so net talk.
Yeah, exactly.
But you cannot blame Nippon Bibri. The point is, send a big quite better fast one. Even making sure even evacuation.
Now, all the structures, they are demolishing structures
and I think that is not the panacea because in there, Galamsey has become the issue of bone of contention. And also, so would say naturally, able to make cost society yama.
Of course, I agree.
Let's not focus on building our air cost be. Now, the young expert, no one says the sub problem.
The expert. Yes, the expert.
Yes, I can be a because this thing is not going to stop. Any severe rain, we will encounter this flooding, this submerging.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe Valentine, but we should also admit the facts that the current leadership of John Dramani Mahama. Or na mekano na nanoma daroma mukusua ishrano or the ahoto abrega na for make you work as a hoto ni ijashishie ni but say janu kru bi sasa shi we odona but ni nani ye kano responsible citizens
na no ma me de oko campaign na de asoma bonti eja
na de asema bo me de besina
ye for we see
that's it
okay obozunfo nso de no hello
Alvan
yes sir
ya jingo me free Romford. Ajingo Romford.
Yeah, you.
And the Romford not minister.
Oh, I been say Shadia.
The reason why I say I buy a free so.
And tell my channel,
Jamaican, I'll finish in. There be about Bessia, John Dramani Mama, who said, I buy a free so. I think any was means any. For the time, South Frad will be see that. No Frad Nissi dear, no way be see that. When no buy and over palm your friend say, Zoom lie on free one, over palm way your free one, and now open your baby to ball now, Frad Nissi. You wouldn't probably blame you. A camuno. Oh, when I come now, Baba Brim, when no just no one to me, your own canasem. So anytime be our bar. Controversy a unicorn or person but not on not about this case. And then my friend read you so obi baya or say your friend is say electricity na yet to muno any no. I am with now Nanaku for the coin. Nanaku for no coin this are continuity no man no. Or no time no one to electricity. ɛyɛ saa firi so mfie mmienu ase mfie mmienu ne fa yɛanto electricity mu baabo mo bɛɛ mo to electricity mo kɔka mo sɛ IMF na ɔmokɔɛ no mobɔkɔ IMF no a na momfa nipa no akufo bɛɛ ɔkɔyɛ negotiation no wɔamfa nipa ama wɔma nsa anyɛ adwuma ana mo deɛ baɛ motumi nkɔ ɛyi nam kɔyɛ na ɛgyam bia no momoyɛ na sɛ adeɛ nyɛ ɛba na mobrɛ mu pass ɛyi no meanwhile so 1.5 month ni montumi 1.5 year ni montumi nyɛ hwee deɛ monima ne sɛ yɛte dollar so inflation kɔfo yɛte dollar so inflation kɔfo ɛne magya ma ne saa ɛne wɔn ma ɔmu nim hwee no mokɔ media ne akɔkeka nsɛm akyerɛ ma mbaa na ne na mɔbɛka ɔban no nkɔ so no deɛ montumi nka na mobrɛ mu pass president no ɛdisifoɔ monhwɛ ye monhwɛ na ma no mosɛɛ no meda ase
Ajingo nso deɛ no ɔbaa yɛ ntio.
Good morning, Eva.
Morning, not say.
About the another room and answer.
Me ho ye pa. Enti wa na pay.
News I yet na no pay wa Ghana no na ama nipa aye down kakra.
Na de enko ye.
Se nimrim nsuo timi eyila fefa nipa ba 14 ewu. Aden.
Me de wodo ka na ma hwa na nsu ndo ko.
Abba. Na dadi yakola de na iko na eni nipa de. Bloody Yankopon, Amagana. Yeah, Amagana, you. No, about Apa Miss say, Nedana this year, no. Yakatlemmo, some among Fabusu, ma. Namu bodia dianu benyamoa, one dear the Ghana security see one in a bushia. Ninyamba kurawo 18 years. Ghana security mizo muteyazo baso akana nechegu yemusa. And Ghana this year innocent people. Yeah, kachile mo yen twaba syndrome and amona move no. Ebrateji amakana ne boya. Ebrateji amakana ne boya. Uwo drama magana be found to my media and the suma magana. Yakofa musio fuwa. I won't be the party form na jimoja rade yakachiramo and I'm tie wa yesu kra ye ja him to me come anymore
esu natural na say
oh me manu kra be gina me ho a wo mo de wo mo self family e natural pa
yo
eva mesu awie no na me to amasem so appeal na media support no DAB no na sade America no silence business no afi wo ma kire wo mo dopa we kire say some da bia meka no wo matie na asopam kire wo mo dopa anti no na eje sikapa yen na eje va da bia de meka ne say eni gisam ne say me bo wo mo dina no mani aba wo mo ho so no ma betua wo mo sika one was me no buy a number no de ma Van Dyke se fa mo buy a ma me £50 na eje sikapa ye da wase wo ma me auntie Grace oni auntie Amas ni auntie Kwatima enam ko shia wo auntie Kwatima wa sorry oba first communion wo ye ho auntie Kwatima ho aye fe papa pension na wo call ye no I see ni ye pa auntie mechiana ma auntie Kwatima mechiana ma auntie Grace wa wo ma me ono so ma ane ho ye pa wo ma wo fa secretary no koje £40 ono so de abo na America no sa ma me fu e bia ye bia wo boboa na they say silent citizens no so esua wo mo sa happy we wo mu do mo ho ahyem pa Auntie Grace ye da se bebre nyame hye wa na mu ana fana sofo Augustine mami fo wo mu tatie no pa wo mu ya dan wo mu ni gina radio so ye all night maye anti comfort nyankopo nsira pa wo so amade no £20 mensa kana amade no kra da nche ya empire mo bo all night amoni ayi sofo Augustine mo bo na naju bia fi adamaye maye this weekend be see na wachi ni mu no yankupo nshila mo pa na vane we appeal ontinya me kasa appeal kwe Educator Macru, to obey General Red Rose, watching ya, Sefna, they quite solid them one. I am then the new war. A gentina me busasa. A crumb for a yachi woman, gum. A crumb for when you do a massama woman gumo to make me a issue chrono. Woman go prison. A crumb for party mobile, what be jar woman. One more yes, to swim about chrono, so much you two, say, a boy, you bet you go through tia. Woman, so my bed, I woman, put me bedina ho. Eka, and I went to me, and Yanko poet, she am Mocassa, the name you have a man, and I may come. Why way I have a broody our red so? Yanko poet, she am okay more dinia, and now you will ya galam say, Palma flood at yes, Ghana. Your mamma befa mine, Azuma, Sankofa, Bravota, Eddie, many near. And a galam say, Afagana, Safidina, for Western region, oh no, as soon as I say, as so every Western region. Kofi Amabua, Western region will flee. Anna, open it, Kwaka, won't good any more here, I want to dack him. Because they say, need minding na Danny Galam say, and so in a shagan and assassin. Yamia, Yamokawa, some of your catcher more. Montie na mo confirm suo ba ye kai kwa me peka mkrado o kan no su ye kai say papa adri bi onu amu was say I cannot take decision by myself wo kan no kura kakra mo chantro kakra do obeka ma nipa na gina dane ama wo bia ka na ade ka kire kwa na boto wa pampam wo sunsun mo a wo ntimi nyi ka kire ne nto kire and then the dia wo boy ya wo ka say no, we have a general ready to say, former sanitation minister. Cecilia da party, I'm not time. As more pension in a court to see a situation we are seeing who so. Sikane, you are no any sika, or yes, Kabia. Ne pension, I'm almost what Jessica, when you man as I fly the way, yeah, Ruby. The other time is one when young force under Sika, a goom pass one name, and maybe a year be. Onyanum krani ya ka wo ho so ye fa ho me ne kwa me peka mo ye kan ya but mra be dadwa se wa ania wo bia sika wa mokro no bia wo no pension na mo se wa bokro no entimo ba ye na mo nyansa na ada se nkuto no mo be twa sanitation mo no ene na nipa ye wuo no
okay
na we na ya ne ye kan o sa papa we ya wo sisue papa John ma ya wo ka na kura kakra no cha kura kakra ye de frafra ene pension na covid ba ya etike wa busua wo Ghana eti Ghana e da so ye Ghana ya ka kire mo na Patrick me tia se wo ye panyini na ade bi wo ho woni mu a enche wano enfa metum nka bi because me bibia no ama beka no red race so a eyetro anase me ni proof na no meka obatampa bredu a NTC mako salanda ho ejia wo muniema atutu prumode safo agum botom ekọ samfoni freni masem no abegina ha over so kai TV3 wo mu so MPP tag wo mu ko office TV3 for wo mu ntua tax bread to buy for and na eje NDC amuntua tax
okay
na tax for kwam so no mu ko jeje tax sika MPP for Soaking your Muhammad shoes and Ibrahim Susunti at the phobia papa penimu over be defended.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Var. Good morning.
Oh, no, come into you.
Yo, me chapa, Pennicassia, and Anopay. But Yamisha, the Biame Casa, my lady, your baby brave, free or Uber radio, so I conduct to serve very well. Uber expose any panel. Now, you know, about Sue, we say, and already is Sue, idiot.
I also see, I was in any money, Janet.
JJ Rollins, the casting, be dead Pia also cast us never underestimate MPP supporters for the only dash. What is our board a clonitary soul? Very dangerous. Also, I said with the council, Kwame, you're very careful about MPP, the way you are attacking them. Because it's so and then Joado, and you have so Ghana phone in our soul. Nava, me come and him Medika Ghana football and va only say a coach or a very intelligent part because what is also a very to be a bit meaty Portugal.
Nana Musro Portugal.
Was Portugal and Kazanva always one the rooms it to Spanish, to say Spain for
tournament. You can also go to Bia. And no, Minjin said that was the plan. It's just that Mina knows that Croatia will beat us. But Croatia, the Ombo Bono 4G ahead. Yeah, to me 4G ahead. We need striking ability. And no could be a factor, but that is not the main factor. The point is that if you have won your game, you can beat Portugal. Because Portugal played draw against DR Congo. So what I say. And you know, say you are better than DR Congo. So how come you are serving Portugal? You don't have to serve Portugal.
Another word, so say, I'm a coach, and so I'm say, yes, our open game, no. Amount of who seem to be a war. I suppose that's defensive and I mean forward, no. And me for me, no, is what he can be a play attacking, why we, but for now, no. We share defensive, no need the way now in England here now. I suppose here, crown me to say when we are playing a open game now, yeah, careful. So we be the you know, coach, you know, so let's see. We reach a good luck to Ghana.
Why? Menstrual.
Exactly, yeah. But you can't so be a man Kakrava. I say your famous on forecast be the Okana Crava, then be our Casa and say, Mamu and Twasso. We shall see we are Sabi and I can't issue. And this be you belly a quana to bankaja a month for Timia Quaba 8 good years, yeah, when the impact be a Sabi a bind to us, so yeah, for that, you know. To the other finishes at a hospital and then we share health ministry. We shall be bit to say a year or Pagina or share Quanso. We should be bit to say a Ashanti region a year development here cause is who you are quana to say or more like a hospital to tower. Be a ancient, Mr. Kanake. By end of this year, dear, you bit me admit a patient from Confano to other various and I 2 partner. Near my course on a day or bar may sue. As a voter, so much or money see on a sesame, ya kayo, no money the good result for, and then 5-liter cooking oil, they do 400 Ghana, and then do 120 Ghana. You can see the differences. It is soon the near Juada. A Kaya really say, I Shasamaya, see a Shasing a memo, Sabi, President Mahama, whom by name. The ministers like committee me changes, man. I'll be soon of passing, and I say, oh, boy, money to so. Lava, me, you know. Best MPP, the best almost very careful or candidate. No, we to me on my year because your margin pass or papa boot for boot to her. Make sure say or one share from 38%, I want to drop about 24 because now I say or trying best to say. The buffet will be semi or best painting. But then there you should know as a
who do fiasem no cook be as Kennedy there on NPP for more sa mo ya on be so ma na who dey Fifi Kote, nobody here balangari mochi. Jeffrey Studio Becca. President don't contact them. Now Fifi Kote is almost no bootlickers. What do you say at them today?
Oh, yes.
Because not just who a bootlicker, because who kebi, you said Mama should go for the third time. Also bootlickers, nekas, and who a bootlicker, Anna.
Yes, say Patrick, was a
very interesting guy. Jeffrey, ain't you now? Enko be 1 or 2 calls. Me
dasi. Now Friday, you get all the best because me.
Oh, Nancha no one who forfeited. You forfeited your commitment. Your commitment was forfeited. I cannot be held responsible for that. I gave you the opportunity, and then you said you can't speak. Into there, but Yankasa anyway.
I have heard. But Mr. Say, okay, Kwame Nkrumah say sometimes how ubers pay your ears from this guy because journalism not all you know.
The problem is Jeffrey, you see one thing about radio, I understand where you're coming from, but when you do that, you are trying to be instructive on certain things. What happens is when you feel no, listen,
I'm not commanding you.
No, it's not me. But the point is that just ignore when you think you are not going to listen on that portion. You can tune off a little and come back, because radio will not be appealed to you at all times. When the portion comes, because I listen to it for Miankasa, that extensive kind of interview. I know what I'm doing. I'm just using the gravity of the interview. Not actually be I understand your point. You always want to get things right, but we have politically incorrect issues. Sometimes admit certain things and then go with it. Sometimes you can be abreast with it. Actually, be no when you assembly sometimes let us not disregard.
Last Friday, who said Macatro said, we are one me bad radio so I say me politics, you know. I did back me try to avoid a tribal and religious.
Okay.
Some of this handy man be back me politics, and I radio so.
Be a question for.
What is it? Offer Kobia or Ninekasa, one say. And Crawford, call hope a you call demonstration. MPP forum call demonstration say, then
I know I can also unification.
Also, only a man pretty for what
or unification because who said your canon.
When you know,
it's your honor and how. Actually, I can Japan or fascino.
Exactly.
So I know why you're coming for. That's what I'm saying. You say once he has spoken about this, no. Once he has said about this, if you have a complaint, you can send it to a piece of
paper.
Okay, point. I agree on that.
Straight away from there.
I agree on that.
The problem, no.
Okay, Matthias here.
Or agent on. No, besides them, no. This is when Tim or you can say, yes, because the Bema Mr. Menko. Mr. Okay. Because Nipana or no, walk you be interview, no who say, or come and Prusicasa now, or Kadabuba now, or Kansibia. But no coming committee say, hey, agent on. No, besides, say, fine, you're my friend.
Okay.
Maybe, if anything. Remember blaster for is what that Kwabi ever kind. But until who can say blaster na Savia Sulemuntari, Ajimabadu, Makesi, you no, a friend saying, but we are not born left here, no, or Italy. Also, there's some wasa.
Could draw someone.
Bora, oh boy, you know. Ebini.
But I want to say, Yauka no me to say because anything and I'm beginning me have problem with the FA. Say, young football from the scratch now, you to me the mentor players to progress in every group stage piano is declined. Anyhow, that is why we are forcing them to go back into a coach football, inter colleges near there. Because when we there, omomi abrochimba, ye man ma ya wo mu amanone, and a wabe from, which is fair. But the point is that you don't have the foundation of the Black Stars. That is why when we are playing football, we keep panicking because they will make sure they will protect their leg, and they won't protect one because of teams are almost ball. Into one no prayer or you be ball. Into the commitment, a minimal or be born home body, but until I agree with you. Yes, person France is almost football from the scratch. France look at the way Mbappe they are from
look at me. Okay, show na a bar or na Omapam coach. Now I am say one of four Nankasana or more football no or who say you make demonstration be TGF no crop say GF we don't want this GF move from because GF chairman in team be me no e Ghana
e ba ya nan kra
good
conflict of interest so conflict of interest
omo di akire abedruwe omo say friend say code there omo di na if na sika players na je no $100,000 yet eticha mo na ma je no makotoro makudi o say nye nipa amafo no akuma na omo di enye na omo di omo dwunu wo de be ko mutum nti me dem ka say minim say Colombia be say be 4 me makase I'm telling you Colombia be say 4 no omo wie na say yi wie na ekudu fi a GF no so
dissolve no
dissolve GF ni na on coach GF one place ni na dissolve team ni na say any say be take 4 years to build another black star yeah and the local from local to international no kra no ya obi a oti had wo third division na obi di ko Ghana ni boy bi o Denmark you jantwa ni mekani akofa no yeah, we go blaster for 4 years, no blaster. Na no, so who delay them. Obetra radio to and the Kufuado and the Hawaii. So see, I think Galapsi. What's the region? What video no?
I know the child say a teaching ho baby.
Huh?
Child say a teaching ho baby na me hu ye. Teaching.
Western region, teaching Ivan.
Okay.
Western region, omodi ka akwa. Omo kwa kutu Galamsi a chromo for na sore boko jan. So omo kwa a friend saying pickups, Toyota pickups, Land Cruiser, top of not the lad them Gina Hornum na oh who or in a chroma for say young mom coin them coinchina.
Coming video.
Kwame na kwa inyo kasa se see yo ko ye o sena na the lad them Galamseni Jomama. So what was so deep want to me to kwachi the lad them or ye Galamse ye video.
And that's and actually, my intune and Fala scholar.
You're Valentine. I'm afraid you're a chair. Yes, you for. I'm a Marco could do for Dr. Obaya, Mammy Dickness, Sister Abba, Nana, Sister May, and a silence listeners in our Sister Dora of Manchester, Chiapa, Namachia, Joe Crampa of Northampton. One of the beautiful wife with Xiaomi. Na Machia and Mass Diaspora or MPP. Valentine. Oba due. With this shoe. Yea, Nana Kufuado. Amen, when young for them. I was in Nana, it's your degree, Uncaso. Yasu, Amen. President Papa. Valentine. And first July, Neboa.
Yeah.
Mr. 1st July, I dear the moon. So what I see after 3.49%. And then the 50. What it?
Yeah, 0.8.
Then, I don't money and Mamma Ban or so a year is certain. And into about money, I mean, in half from how many pound 1 hour. Yeah, then I could swap. Bempa, I do quite a share by a year. Bempa in my memoir. I'm a for me them to Ghana for. Yeah, why, Henry, Uncle Swapping. Hey, Valentine, and then the interior minister, Muntaka say.
Also, Muntaka.
What I say?
Just some form of food. It's under the caution, Baba, and it's under the caution, Baba, because they will be now problem. Me say, who be now problem? Into your caution.
Caution, yeah, my warning say. Uncle Bibia, men cause in Shana, but I'm wanting. Recession agenda in you. Now, me go swap by this expression. She said, what is showing in our year of politics? Now, I could for it more than Tunto, and then Shona Table show. Your mama was one kind of branch I Ghana for. Papa knew who were sending young come up only be a mobo. Was silly the map, be a free education, working out, what's maybe. Now, class and bra, abranteɛ ne ababaawa abɔ obi afie na obi asa yɛtu ehia se a yɛsate for education ba nsa bɛboa ekuro mu a wo read om history na nkora na kɔyɛ adwuma factory yɛkɔ ana nneɛma twitwa wɔn na ebie paper na wɔn awu nkora mu wey say child mortality na wɔ so papa wɔn hu sɛ daabi yɛsi yɛtu no yɛ nneɛma yɛyɛ mpanyinfo kɔyɛ adwuma na nkora tena fie ɛne nti ne kuro mu akora bi ankɔ school a yɛyɛ dɛ wo awofoɔ no you hold responsible because education is a digital mind. So nipa who say minimum ABCD and the quantity here to about. That will be first to come at that because we put an adjustment. So then this is what person what should I say? Ghana for the me name to that. Now do now what the over the bench one in Manchester and Chile said what the buy any volunteer boots. And depending the systems in place. And I could find the man, my papa, and my young for man. And the system in place, the Baba system of mine now. And this is what the amount, never man, never man, them to what for Bama. And it's education, no, Yadi or boat. I'm not saying, what's electricity for? Electricity for our yeah, but this is when ye. Most free education, you're 419, any. Ghana for, must one time. And I never could do. Then when young for I don't want any back by me and the mobile friend. And it's in the end of the age of the decade. So, what the guitar has some. What shall I make a come? Or buy ya, leave, and I find a 10th made. I can't would say 2028. I'm buying papa. What did you say? Papa the good for my Montoma MPP are buying. Now, I are buying any artificial buying to send in media debut and throw one.
On Fro. Last call into you.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Valentine.
Yes, sir.
That is saying.
Boko, your first saying.
If I hear from Lee, because Africa come in town.
Oh, Lee, you're me who? What is your uncle?
Yo, Mammy Chow, Madame Elana, main country, a see a him for delegates. Yeah, that's wrong. Your last hope prepare Akaye and the Usu chairman. Your best, see a person you two ponko anymore. Yes, sir. Young Koto Abani and Fan Usumra. Name you ring fee, your woman organizer of Fruits is here, Dacha him.
Okay.
The Duma Power ye, you know, the Duma Power ye. Ninyamo, Diabe Baba Baniamu Busudi Bani Adinia. Yin to me, pardon, Uncle Phobe for beer, maybe. What boy Duma Pa. If you ever say, Mummy and Tao, Machinian to Abama and Usu, any Dacha him. May come as some so I'm started for flood. I say. You are trying to be a Bible. I'm saying Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. Or say, so ni papa di or my swap, or money in your nije, in your free education, in your lip, in your bibia. Name so ni pa boni ni bedi or mine swap, or mano, a penny, debia no musu. Oh, how no more about TSC, we are coffee, headquarter coffee as many pound of you. Oh, how no more sin kola crusade, any purpose assisting kola 1 year. Oh, how no more see a mass on why Copeduma will military security services in Sia. Oh, how no more see and cross for coffin toast, El Burkina Faso, Abba, ya Jerry Mubenson, Unipaboni 4D or my swap, Sana, Yehuno, Sana Eba. Natamo Unyakopon, a friend Emano, or Bronsam Kojina hobby. None of Bronsam Kojina only no Janachi, John Hammer and Janachi. Well, oh, Valentine, no Bible, no Bemudabeno. Wouldn't say that Bible, near control of Mahama.
Now,
and you know, make a coin and said, and then Mino Casas is here, you are two electricity, 1st July. Ah, and no, acquire Bibia. And that on one Ghana for Yantiasia.
Okay.
Because Mama Yantiasia said, $1 to me, any city need agina ever form. Nase, full ever form, no inflation back from one. There be a number catching. And the minimum catches is yes, I am a wing in upper form. And then the Mutumi sign a quarter so 3.89. Now, I think most of the catcher and say, yen trip to 1 CD, now 1 CD na ye to Yano. Ye to ya for doom so left. Football mobile, Kumasi, near Doom Kanya, Omunya be red. Now, I say, me to be who need to 2 years and 4 so. Hey, we are dang otum for. You can never say that. Opinion one more to me a challenge. Oh yeah, yes. Hello.
Quickly, near time, Ninti.
Found. Now, and this aspirants are you woman in because he prata me at says, oh, you know, you do says, oh, mom, or sent to me where who said, sa position here and said, now, me must have moved, you know. Let's let me know Marcus, our brother, bro. The thing is, and now no more can't send you radio so. No more can you know. A year hot and present a friend as my baby. Or your Mondays, you need Wednesday, ni Friday. Oh, my no because no, I want in here or yen no or yen this in it. Oh, Baba catch on myself. Modia's animals who want here. Na so be banners or can I dream us on can be mamma. No more for so yen this in. I hope someone will video around, you know. I quite the home will be and what can depends or no or ye NDC communicator. Now, one more NDC for no more you want to say hyena. Say Yata Kochia Boa. No ever gina on my annoyance, and I got one war. It is a MPP 4 pa. Omopamudo Munya can be Japan non-co. No more than you visit party. Such a person, you know, is a presenter. We're not going to give him a moment of rest unless he himself sack himself.
That is a threat. It's not right to threaten.
Ghana, make a nation great and strong.